Hello everyone, in this video I will show you a battle of the behind the wall tournament, and we'll also discuss about the tournament, so it's basically a tutorial video. So this battle we have Cold War map, and the other two maps that you can get in this tournament stage are Fort Khitan and Ancestral Land. So you see what I'm initially doing is 3 barracks and trying to get most of the containers out of here using a gold scouting boost. And here we found, okay, let me show you the positioning of the defensive buildings around here, and there are air defenses behind this fortification. You can see one here, and one air defense is definitely here as well, but in here you can find 2 air defense. You see at my side, then you would be more clear about the positioning of the defensive buildings of the both sides. And there will be power plants, and even some power plants are very close to your base, and you need to, if the power plants gets destroyed, so definitely these defensive buildings could be de-energized. So what I'm initially doing is just going for HQ level 4. So my initial target was making a tutorial video actually, so I just planned to go with the Solaris. I just did not care much about the other things. I thought that using Zeus, Solaris, and Typhoons would be enough, but the enemy just went on rushing. You will be seeing that soon. So here is going to be level 3, the X facility building. Okay, Solaris is under production, making it requires a pretty large amount of time, and Zeus, Typhoon are already under production, and here comes the Solaris of ours. And the advantage is that I have 8.5 range for that, and upgraded players definitely have much more. And with that range of the Solaris, the buildings, the defensive buildings, could not even reach their range, so that's a very big advantage for them. So I'm now being able to destroy them while these buildings won't even reach me. However, the big surprise was here, where you see 5, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 27 hammers, 28, 29, 30, so 31. So there are definitely more than 30 hammers. So that's a lot of hammers. If you see 60 command points had been filled by him. Okay, so here I have my first Seraphim out. The advantage of Seraphim is that at least they can fly, so hammers won't be able to hit them. So I will be able to destroy these hammers definitely sooner or later. However, there are just too many of these, so before destroying that I will be taking immense losses that will take me a lot of time to recover. So I lost my level 3 X facility building, and now just destroyed some of these hammers using the laser. However, one Solaris cannot survive forever. There are too many hammers and they're killing the Solaris. Very unfortunate. And here my HQ is going to be destroyed, so I don't know how they get so much firepower. I'm not using any boost. Okay, I would be forced to use boost. I think he is using gold boost. If I could be wrong, but I think he is, because I will show you another experiment later on. Anyway, so I just used the reserve HQ boost and they destroyed the HQ again, unfortunately. So here, staying on land, we destroyed one of the rocket towers, and we are going to destroy another one, and I just planned to retreat. However, forgot that the air defenses were there, so we even lost the Seraphim, unfortunately. More hammers are on site, and there are quite a large number of them. Again, targeting my HQ first, then their next target will be my other buildings, because once the HQ is done, there will be no more unit production, and more hammers are coming as well Fortunately, I have one Zeus. This one Zeus is going to be very important because when there are little hammers, not many in cluster, they cannot even beat one Zeus, and this Zeus is also being covered by the infantry, so the infantries are taking the damage. And here, uh, my infantries are outnumbering the hammers, so I managed to defend this one as well, but not, of course, without casualties. Here will be my third HQ. Third time HQ, not third time, actually fourth time HQ building. So after seeing so many attacks from one side, now we will encounter the enemy at this front. This time they have assaults and fortress along with the hammers, trying to destroy the HQ again. So much fond of the HQ, but did not succeed this time. We barely managed to save our HQ level 2. So there are many assault infantries here, and you see I'm using common defense boost and I have 2 bunkers already. You see I also have a lot of assaults infantries, but the problem is my assaults are not in properly in good place and not having enough space to attack while their assaults are doing it, and that's probably because of the infantry attack gold boost that he is using. Even destroying this bunker so badly, they just have too many assaults. So I'll have to sacrifice my hammers because then the assaults will focus their fire on the hammers, and that will provide my bunker and rocket tower enough time to destroy these infantries. So they did pretty good, I'll say, just for an assault infantries. Some assault infantries did much better than the previous hammer attack. More infantries are coming on the way. However, my bunker is still intact, and so I managed to defend this one successfully. So I need to have a scout actually, otherwise I cannot assume what the enemy is going to do. I might be in trouble unless I scout. So this time I'm producing fire assaults because there were lots of assault infantries, but they definitely had lots of time to develop their base. We found out HQ level 4, 4 vehicle factory, one is at level 3 and other 3 is level 2. So very probably not probably, there is definitely going to be a lots of hammers because these guys keep hammer production on those factories. And we're producing heavy assaults that's so that we can defend our base from those attacks. Definitely more and more heavy assaults will be sent, and some heavy assaults will be sent at the bottom. Now the big hammer attack came. There might be even 50 hammers, I'm not sure how many of them. Is there as large as 50 hammers? I don't think there are 50 hammers, probably more than 30, definitely more than 30, but less than, not as much as 50, because they also spend a lot of command points here. Okay, so I managed to defend this attack quite successfully, you see. The vessels are showing what they can do. The same tactic of just rushing with hammer will not work again, even though I took immense loss from the first initial attacks because of the lack of preparedness. And the objective of is this tournament, I think most of you do know that you don't need to destroy the allied buildings, but you have to destroy them if you want to reach the main buildings, unless you use aviation. If you destroy all the enemy buildings, you will be victorious already. So he's trying to use assaults to counter me, and meanwhile I'm also sending another detachment here. And because of these so many assaults, and I think they do have a lot of barracks, and my heavy assaults could not keep up, unfortunately. And here the allied buildings do not have any construction yards, so if the allied buildings are destroyed once, it will not be rebuilt again. So before dying, I'm using my heavy assaults to destroy the buildings because that's what the heavy assaults are good at. They're not good at killing infantries. Not a good infantry killer. So now I'll have Zeus with fire assault. Fire assault to counter infantry, and Zeus to destroy the buildings, and also the hammers because Zeus can take care of them if they're at large number. We'll keep attacking the wall to uh, not allow him to have scout over this area. Infantries came. I decided to launch my attack right at this moment, and you see many fire assaults are just swarming up on these assaults. We just totally massacred all those assaults very quickly. However, being stuck in here will mean very bad news for us, as bunkers and assaults above from above the hill is attacking us, is proving to be a very unfavorable situation, and just too many infantries of them all, but they are very much disorganized, and he made one space strike having HQ level 5, but there are also few Zeus, and not even one Zeus can be killed very easily, so he definitely need to think about that, how he can counter these Zeus. And these, there are not only Zeus, some infantries are also here, so these infantries are also needed to be taken care of. I'm keep on supplying more Zeus and infantries continuously, and here is the final battle is going on, and you see Zeus do have lots of HP armor. When I had one Zeus, he was able to kill it down very quickly, but this time I have 8 Zeus here. 8 Zeus are attacking all together, so destroying them is not an easy thing to do. And he does not have Zeus and Fire Soul, so I definitely have much more quality units. So I will destroy the quality buildings because they don't produce anything after all. The Space Strike and HQ level 5 will both be gone. So it's better in this tournament to attack once you have prepared your armies, and you should also be aware of the rush attacks, because if you go so heavy weapons without making any defenses, these provides good defenses, but these defenses are not invincible. So making a rush with lots of units like hammers or armadillos can be dangerous. So that's all for this video.